All right,
Hey,
here we are. I got. Oh, okay, we're
so
live now.
we're live. So
Well,
welcome in everyone. This is the amazing Liz, Three
thank you.
Z's 41,
Thank
and
you.
we'll do her intro. Brr, 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 brr.
Oh, you. I can't, oh, welcome, welcome, welcome everyone in. And this is the amazing Q Life and Legacy Network.
Thank you so much.
And you're welcome. I hear the baby in the background.
And
It's so
this
cute.
is a horrible
How was it
clone.
outside? How was it
This
outside?
this
You
is
were walking.
a terrifying clone.
Oh, you're just so
But
cute. If you need a
but
babysitter,
no, he needed. I guarantee you won't be a babysitter for long. This child is
ah,
terrifying. He is
no.
terrifying.
Hi,
But
Queen.
anyways, hi Queen, welcome in. But as you guys
Welcome,
can see from
welcome.
the title, we are discussing essentially how to overcome childhood trauma and cyberbullying. So these are pretty robust topics. We're not playing around this. We're trying to actually come to a place of understanding and healing. If you come into this live thinking you're going to um, disrupt it. My girl Queen and any moderator that I have on this channel will boot you out. You get zero tries, zero chances. I don't care who you are, who you think you are, but who you aren't. You're not the person that runs this channel. That's me, and you will be kicked up out of here
Ooh, I
immediately.
like that. I'm learning
So
from you right now. I gotta be more like that, I think. I think I try to give everyone a chance and
nah,
try to give
nah,
I, no.
no, yeah, people don't need chances. Think about it. You give children chances. You don't give adults chances. The thing about it is, adults know right from wrong. So why would I give you a chance if you are intentionally trying to be funny? If you want to be funny, guess what? Netflix has specials. There's comedy clubs downtown. You take your ass to one of those, but not in this live.
Okay.
But anywho, would you
That's
like to
good.
kick us off? Would you like to kick us off about? Can you define what childhood trauma is, Liz?
I think childhood stems from different things like neglect. It could be
Mm-hmm.
childhood trauma. Um, feeling alone, neglected. Um, there's a wide vary of trauma. Um, it could be verbal abuse, physical abuse. Um, yeah. So I think those are, from my experience, those are what I feel trauma is, childhood trauma.
Yeah. So you're right. Childhood trauma can manifest in many different ways. Some people, some it manifests as neglect, and neglect can also mean you give your kid everything except your attention, except your love. Because you have people who have money, come from means, they throw everything at the child, but they don't spend any significant time, and so the kid does not feel the love and guidance and all that good stuff that comes with being a parent. They end up pretty um, essentially half baked. They essentially become half baked, and they go through life attaching themselves to anybody who will give them love. That's how that happens. When a child's neglected, they look for love in all the wrong places. You know, you heard that saying, searching for love in all the wrong places. That's what that comes from. It's come from a deficit, an emotional deficit. Then you have what I call the adultification of kids. That's type of trauma. That's when usually the dad, but it can be the mom too. When a parent leaves a child, and the remaining parent puts all the work on the oldest child, and they have to grow up and they have to become an adult in a kid's body. So that childhood is it's pretty much forgotten about, and they end up getting jobs early, taking care of their siblings, learning how to discipline their siblings, and that's a type of trauma too. And what that looks like is that a kid they don't know how to, they have no idea how to uh, take it easy, to let loose, and to actually enjoy life. They're always on go. They're always pretty like stern. Like people are like, oh, you need to lighten up. They don't know how to, because the moment they could have lightened up their childhood, their early 20s. They spent it being like a surrogate parent. And so that's a type of trauma. Then you have of course the hallmark ones, the physical abuse, where the parents are taking or parents or anybody who's over the child is taking their anger out on the child. They're hitting them and all that good stuff, and that's the type of trauma, and that leads for them equating physical trauma or pain with
Yeah.
love. So now you got people who in those abusive relationships and they can't get out because in their mind that's the type of love because that's what they learn. Remember the first 5 years of a kid's life. That's how
Of
they
course.
discover what love is. And so if love equal, if I beat you as a kid and they say, "Oh, you know, mama and daddy loves you," now they're like, "Okay, well, that's love."
And
Now,
there's a
if
difference between love, like,
it,
there's a difference between, um, disciplining and abuse. So if it's disciplined, you know, it is different than you know what I mean? Like, for as
yes,
far
and
as, like
discipline is in the moment and is not obsessive. Like so,
yes,
some people like the kid has to do something that's an infraction that's actually an issue. Like they break a plate, and it should scale with the level of the issue. If a kid like accidentally breaks something, you shouldn't be like, "Oh, you mother, I'm gonna tell you."
no.
That's overkill. There's levels to that. Like I'm an '80s baby, and I grew up in the South, so we would get hit upside the head with frying pans and things for the smallest infraction, and that's why my siblings and my family right now they don't really talk to my mom like that because they feel like she did too much. I sympathize with her because I know what she went through being the oldest kid, but again, that is a level of trauma that people don't really understand. That
Yeah. It
it
carries
just
to your adulthood.
it
It's something
does.
that it carries.
It does. All trauma does. And then you have, of course, the sexual abuse trauma, which is a whole nother beast. That is a whole other beast. And that can manifest in two ways that I've seen that either they refrain from sexual and emotional connection or they go head first into it. They're overly sexual. They're always like they're very promiscuous and they equate sex with love. See, and people understand that's how you get these mixed up, messed up people is because we simply our parents don't pay attention to their kid, and they don't actually learn what who their kids are. Kids are individual people,
Yeah.
and you have to treat them like that. Like allow them to allow them to have some level of like not necessarily pushback, but let them tell you their point of view. That because think about this: if you're a parent and you tell your kids do this because I said so, but you're not telling them why you're asking them to do it, like what the reason is, and they go through life thinking that's what it is. A person in authority just say, "Do what I say because I said so." Then you can't get mad when they're essentially like followers or very meek
Yeah.
because that's how you train them. The Bible say what? Train up a child in the way they should go, so when they're old, they won't depart from it. So if you train that child to essentially be um a follower, you have a follower ass child. Don't get mad, get glad. That's what you wanted. That's exactly what you condition your child to be like. But anyway, I saw
Exactly.
you you had like a kind of like a inquisitive look. What's with that for?
I don't know, it passed.
Oh my lord, this girl.
Stop
But yeah,
doing
but that's how like childhood trauma can kind of spill over into all the other facets of your life. Like I had a couple of those things. Like for instance, my dad left in 1999. And then I had to step up and be the big brother, the everything. I had jobs. I mean, I had to quit varsity basketball my 11th grade year just so I can take care of my siblings. I had to get a job at Subway and Harvey Supermarket in Thomasville, Georgia. So that my whole life, all I ever known how to do is essentially provide and always be the adult essentially in the situation. So that's why when I met you, remember how hard I was in a marriage with you. I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't do it. I was not easy with you.
No.
Because in my mind, I was like, why you don't know this already? I knew this shit at like 16. I couldn't fathom that everyone's life wasn't similar to mine. I'm like, oh, everyone has to go through this because I went through it. And so me being forced to grow up fast made it made it hard for me to relate to kids my own age. I saw them as essentially like nothing. Like I'm like, oh, these are children. I'm an adult, which is why I always dated older women. My first girlfriend, 21, I was 15. My second girlfriend, 28, I was 16. other girlfriend, I was 23, I was fucking 17. I always dated women older than me. Even you're older than me. So I always dated women older than me because that's what I got used to. I don't know why. So I never had the opportunity to date girls my age or like maybe slightly younger because I only wanted older women because I was always treated like an older adult. I didn't see myself as the same. And I
Yeah.
couldn't lighten up. You kept trying to get me to be fun, and it was hard for me to be vulnerable like that because I wasn't taught that. I wasn't. I couldn't be that way. But what do you want to say?
Well, like for me, growing up, I was always like doing everything wrong in the eyes. So I wasn't like able to do things like especially when it came to the food and the cooking, it's like everything I did was wrong. So I didn't really get to learn a lot in the kitchen, but you taught me that. You ended up having patience and teaching me more in the kitchen. But
Yeah.
I was very dismissed as a child and talked down
Yeah.
to a lot. And so
Yep.
I like in the marriage, even like you had to tell me what to do almost. Like I was looking for
Yeah.
your direction because I was always told what to do.
I remember that. Yeah.
Damn shorty, you in heaven. Yep. It's the clouds. It's just a background pic. Hello, welcome in Mad Max. Welcome.
Welcome, Matt
Welcome
Max.
in.
What you're saying?
So not giving your child the confidence to learn and leave room for mistakes leaves room for mistakes. It's okay if you spill something. It's okay if you that's what cleaning up is for and all that. Like I didn't
Yeah.
have the room for that. So that's why with our son, I always made sure, hey, that's what washers and dryers for. That's what, if you spill something on yourself, that's what a washer dryer is for. It's like
Yeah.
don't sweat the small stuff because if you make your child scared to do little mistakes, then they won't tell you when they make any mistake or even the big mistakes happen. They won't feel
Exactly.
comfortable to talk to you about it.
100%. Trust. My thing is trust is built
Thank
very
you.
young. They learn trust very early in life. The parents are our first love. They also the first people we learn how to trust. They set the
No,
precedent for everything in our life. And if you
I
want
made a
to mess with
bracelet.
your kid, treat them like crap. Tell them that they're nothing. Like sometimes the little parents can really eat away at you. Like it's one thing if some rando person online or a random person in the streets call your name, but when your own flesh and blood that birth you call your name, it hits 10 times harder. That's what he looks like. It hit ten
No,
times harder.
he's looking
That's
at
what
it.
that's why it's
I'll
important to
entertain him while you
always.
talk.
Yep. That's why it's important to always treat your kids not only as your most important gift, but also give them the
He likes
space
it.
to make mistakes, give them the space to come to you and ask you questions because you can be your kid confidant. My older son tells me almost everything. Why? Because he generally wants to know, and I gave him the space to do that. I wasn't always that way. I used to be a hard ass dude, like really always shut people down. Like even when me and Liz was together, I constantly was hard on her. Like, she had a hard time coming to me because I'm like, I didn't like as you can see, she's like very goofy, and that's her
I'm
personality.
helping with the baby. He
And
likes it.
that wasn't what I'm used to. And so me, I was like, adults have to be stoic and whatever the case may be, and no sense of humor. I realized no, adults can have a little fun. You can have fun with your kids. Like I started doing father and son events. Like right here, this little picture that's right back here. That's us at a bowling alley at Jordan's birthday. Um, but yeah, you can have fun with your kids. You want them to have a healthy childhood because, as we all know in the chat, all the adults, when you take your behind out in the real world, it is a different ball game. And no one cares about you like this on the outside. It's very rare to find people who will care about other adults. It's very rare, which is why me, Liz, and everyone else trying to build a network of people who care. Um, and then about the other part of it, the sexual abuse for children. Like me and Liz both experienced that. She already knows. She said we could talk about it. So her and I already know this. Um, when I got abused, by both male and female, at different parts of my life, it sent me on the opposite side. I don't value sex. It meant nothing to me. And Liz can tell you, I can go months without doing
Almost a
anything.
year. Almost a
Yeah,
whole
I
year.
can anything. It didn't mean anything to me. And then if I want to, I can go get and do it every single day. I was it was like night. It was a pendulum swing, all because of what happened. Because I was always viewed when I was like, especially my original body, my original body was really really good. And so it was always people were like always ogling me. Even my mom's own friends were like, "Oh, when he gets older, he gonna be." And you know, it seems cool at first, until it's not, you know. And so I used to be always self-conscious. I would never take off my shirt off my shirt. I remember in basketball practice, I
Sorry,
took off my shirt.
Q.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm distracting the baby. He seems to
No,
like
you're
it.
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I remember in high school, I took off my shirt. We had shirts and skins in basketball practice. And as soon as I took off my shirt, they were like, "Dang, we know you had a body like that." And I instantly felt self-conscious because what had happened to me when I was 10 years old. I was like, I asked the coach, "Can I put my shirt back on, please?" It's small things that you know, it sticks with you. What happens in your childhood, it embeds in your subconscious. And then when you as you go up, you wonder why, you know, you don't like certain things. Like for instance, if your mom was always yelling at you, you have a propensity to not be like tone shifts. You hate people talking loud to you. Like, hey, don't talk to me that way. It boils you some way. Like me, my mom used to always slap me and yell at me. So slap me would get you beat up. Slap me would get you automatically beat up. I'm simply not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna punch you in your face and keep moving. That's just how it used to be. Cause my mom always did that. She would just shut down, look at me. We call it cocotazo, right? She would always pop me, and I'm like, oh, why she always hit me, man? You know, so certain trauma, stop screaming. But yeah, after a while, like it just eats away at you, and unless you do some type of self reflection, you never find out these things. And so I learned how to master what my triggers were. But Liz, what happened with you? Like what kind of thing that you go through,
Well,
and
I
how
think
did
the
you?
opposite happened with me. I think because of being overly sexualized, I think I always wanted it, if that makes sense. I don't know how
Yeah,
that I never understood it until you explained it to me, on the
yeah,
psychology standpoint of it.
yeah,
So, but yeah, with me, I was the complete opposite of him. And I think it's because I was always kind of sexualized. And I was molested by my older cousin at a younger age. So, and no one believed it. No one believed the story and had me tell everyone it was a dream. So that was a hard thing to do, to be dismissed and having to apologize to family members. And then they wonder why I don't want to go to weddings. But yeah.
yeah. That'll do it. I mean, imagine and the same thing happened to me. That one thing we bonded over. I told my mom, "Hey, my cousin did this to me." You know, like she was like, "Are you sure?" And like once you start getting those, "Are you sure it didn't happen? It was a dream." Not only do you question your own sanity, you also question your place in the family, what you actually mean, and your value is lowered to the floor. And now you
Hmm.
start saying, "Well, I guess I just take it. I guess that's what I meant to do. I then do it for the family," which is why I mean that word family has a different meaning for me. Like just because you have blood, the same blood in your veins as me, you're not my family. My family is who I choose it to be. And you have people that say, "Oh, you know, it's your family. You have to give them a try. You have to give them a chance." Says who? I think it says who. Well, then it's a two-way street. If I'm constantly going to them, asking them to see me, hear my pain, understand me, and they keep on telling me, "Nah, my pain don't matter. You don't matter." But accept me because you're my mom, dad, sister, brother. That's not what it is. That's to me, your blood. That's not how that works. You know, that's not how a family is supposed to behave.
Yeah.
Your family's supposed to have your back no matter what. They're supposed to actually take your word as an actual fact and see if it's actually true. But you have people out here, you have some family members who just want to protect the
Hi.
family's
Hi,
image.
piano. Boom, boom, boom,
Hey,
boom. Welcome,
Keanu,
piano. Welcome,
sometimes
family.
you have people who want to protect the family image over protecting the actual child, and that happens so much. You see that so much where a child will get molested or raped or whatever the case may be, and instead of like going at the actual predator, they allow that predator to get away to then prey on other kids.
Oh,
They
thank
allow
you,
that predator.
B3. Thank you,
Hey,
B3. Boom, boom, boom,
hey,
boom.
B3. But then yeah, and so it just kills me. To me, it kills me. Your brother is in there. But it just kills me, and that's why I tell people protect your kid at all costs. Listen to children, listen to them. They have
Over
something to
some
say.
strange reason.
It, it's
It's
it's always
peaceful?
love you guys going live again. But yeah, people always they do that all the time. I tell people protect your kids because they have something to say. Ignoring them is teaching them to be a victim. We always say people have a victim mentality. What do you think it's come from? A victim mentality is born in your youth. It's born when you're younger. What's up, LJ? It's
Welcome,
born in your
LJ.
youth. You learn how to like be a victim because you have no one to hear you. I became my own. You know how sad it is. I had to become my own hero, my own father. I had to raise myself and raise four other kids that were not my own, just to make it out, just to believe myself. And that's why love didn't mean anything to me. I had to learn what love is. I had to redefine and make peace with the kid that's inside of me. And that's
Yeah.
what trauma can do.
You had a
Trauma can
wall.
make you feel like you're alone. I mean, like look, think about you, right? If you don't mind me going a little bit like to your life. When I met
Yeah,
you, I saw such a broken woman. Like you feel like you could do anything on your own because they
I
had
couldn't.
convinced you. They had convinced you that you couldn't do it. Your own family had convinced you that you can't do anything on your own, and so you believe it. The Bible says, "So as a man thinketh, so is he." So if you believe you're a loser, if you believe you're trash, you're gonna act that way. You're gonna bring that towards you. You're gonna gravitate towards trash because you don't think you deserve the best. You don't think you deserve anything greater. And that's why I told people sometimes it's not people's fault why they suffer, why they fail. It's only their fault when they learn the way out and they continue to fail. They continue to do the same thing. You write the definition of insanity. Doing the
Yes.
same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Once you find a way out and you go back to it every single time, you're definitely unhealed, and now you're boring. You're starting to bend towards idiocy, and that's why I tell people all the time. When once somebody like once you know what the problem is, it is your duty to fix it because no one will love you more than you. You can't even give love unless you love and unless you learn to love yourself, at least in some capacity. And that's
And
why
it
I've been
took me
trying
a
to tell
long
you.
time to love myself. It took me a
I
long
know.
time.
Oh, trust me,
I
I
hated
know.
myself. I
I
really
know.
did.
I know the story. I know it. We went through many battles. I told you. I said I didn't want no wind up toy woman who can't speak up for herself,
And I
who
couldn't
can't
speak
say
up for
something like
myself.
every time I told you something, you're like, okay,
Even
I'm like,
now, I have
what?
a hard time doing it.
And that's yeah. Because the thing about it is, you got to do it. Like you have to. People don't understand how important self love is. It's right now. It's like one of those buzzwords. You hear self love, everyone like, oh, we know what that is. But do you know what it is really? Because if you say you have self love, but you still accept the same bullshit, you don't have self love. A self love is like not only taking care of yourself, but also knowing what you want out of life. Like I was telling Queen a long time ago on my live last time. Every time you go into anything, whether it's a job, dating, whatever the case may be, you're going in there with the intention of like getting the best possible outcome for you. You can't simply just like say I'll just go with the flow. It is what it is. If it is what it is, whatever the outcome is, you gotta accept it. You're choosing that. You can't. My thing is, you can't choosing to just exist and then wonder why you can't live. That's crazy to me because those things are two different things. We already know you have survival, which means you're fighting for everything you do. Exist means you taking whatever is thrown at you, like you don't care either way. And then living is when you make choices for yourself. When you say I'm gonna seize the day, right? Carpe diem. I'm gonna seize the day and do what I need to do for myself. Because people will treat you the way you allow them to treat you.
That's true.
You
That's
don't have
exactly
that thing
correct.
set. My thing is, I can when people come into my house, right out of the door, you see a shoe rack. That let people know to take off your damn shoes because I don't want you to check the dirt in my house, right? So when I meet you, what I say? Hey, I'm a kind of person I don't show a lot of affection, but when I do love you, I love deep. Did I not say that?
Yes.
I always say that. I tell people, don't expect me to be holding hand, tra la la down the park. That is not who I am.
Mm-mm. You be pushing the stroller, he'd be on the other side of the park.
That is not who I am. But I
He's somewhere
guarantee you,
else.
if so, you will be taken care of. If anybody put their hands on you, I will burn down the state for you because affection was not necessarily shown for me, and I have a hard time showing it. I'm better now, but back when I met her when I was 20, 21, 22, I did not know what affection felt like, what it looked like. Because as the quote unquote man of the house, Who do I have to look up to? Who's my template? People on TV, whatever the case may be. And that's why it's important to see strong male role models and not strong man role models. Because some people get those things mixed up. A strong male role model is comfortable with who he is. And he's comfortable showing affection to his kids or to his woman. A strong man, however, he pretends to be hard all the time. He constantly, well, get that gay shit out my face. It's like, bro, that's not really you. Calm it down. Calm it down. Like don't like you're allowed to have an emotional range. That's why God gave you emotion. Because if you learn how to control your emotion, you can help your woman control hers. Because men's supposed to be logic, women's supposed to be emotional, and sometimes the lines are blurred. And so the fact of the matter is, if you can control your anger and you constantly popping off every single time, then how the hell can you control her mouth when she want to say what she want to say? It makes you a hypocrite. So
Yeah. I think that's why I am the way I am with Jordan. I pour into him so much with like love and self-belief and telling him his hands, all these things because I didn't have that growing up. So I really want him to be um strong,
yeah,
like mentally, physically, and spiritually. And he's all that. Such a smart kid. And
he is. He
I didn't have
definitely is.
that. So I wanted to pour into him what I didn't have, that love. I was never told I love you. I was never told I was beautiful. I was never told I was smart. I got made fun of a lot. Like
Yeah,
I would say something and they'd be like, "You're not right," and then you would say, "Actually, she is right."
yeah.
Everything I said was wrong. And I lived my life on eggshells, and I just felt like I wasn't worth anything.
Yeah, and that's what parents can do. Parents don't understand that what they say is law to a child. You tell them they're stupid, they believe they're stupid. They won't even try. My brother could be.
I would try to sing a song, and I was told, "You can never be a singer because you won't remember the words." And every time I try to sing a song, I can't sing the full song because 'cause I'll forget halfway through, like, till this day, because I believe I won't remember all the words because that's what I was told as a child. You can never be a singer
Yeah.
because of
Even
that.
though most singles, a lot of singers have backing tracks anyways, but the
Yeah.
fact of the matter is, like my younger brother, like my mother, I told my mom, "Hey, mom, if you keep on babying Kivarius, like if you keep doing that to him, he would never learn how to actually take accountability for anything he does." She was like, you ain't know, you don't have no kids. How'd you know?" Well, it makes sense. How does a child know he right from wrong? He does something wrong, there's a consequence. You keep saying, "Oh, he has cerebral palsy. Oh, he had this. He has dyslexia." And I'm like, what does his dyslexia have to do with him stealing cookies from the store? Dyslexia is reading, baby, not fucking stealing cookies. What you mean? He couldn't read the he couldn't read the fact he had to pay for it. Like and what happened? He became the only one of my mom's kids, the only one to go to jail. Why? Because he believed he couldn't do anything. Because our mama would say, "Oh, he's a little bit slower than you guys. That's why he can't do it." And he started to believe it, and then he didn't want to go out and do anything. He wanted to go out and try. So instead, he said, "Why try when I can rob somebody?" And then he would call me, "Oh, bro, can you give me some money?" I said, "I'm sorry, I don't give money to convicts." And people say, "Convicts," they're like, "Wow, that's so mean." I said, "Is it mean? It's not mean. My brother know how I am. I raised them. They knew how I was." Which is why he didn't want to tell me. He was like, "Yeah." He even said to this day, if mom would have sent me to live with you, I would never be like this because I put him in check. I shouldn't have to, but because I was both their brother and their father, because I had to play both roles, they know I didn't play about that. I told him, I said, as a black man in this country, especially in the South, and I'm born in the 80s, my brother born in the 90s, it was a different ball game over there. I like that you don't have many strikes. You don't have many chances. Once you get that conviction, you will always be a felon in the eyes of a lot of people. Which is why I kept my nose clean. I made sure I take care of my kids. I'm never in trouble. I went to school. I did everything they told me I had to do in order to be successful. And so that's why I tell my brother, I'm like, the reason why I punish him the way I punish him from jail is because you knew better. You knew better and you chose not to do better. So
Welcome, Steve.
my thing is, so stay in that place, learn and sit with that decision. When you get out, I will help you get on your feet. But until then, sit with that decision. Because that's what as a father, that's what a father does. A mother and a father are two sides of the same coin. Both can show affection in different ways. Both can discipline in different ways. My job as a father is to make sure they know how to enter the world, both the daughter and the son. Like I said before, the father teaches the daughter how a man is supposed to treat her and how she should be talked to as a woman, which is why I don't like to use expletives. Everyone knows I don't not like too much cursing. Too much cursing, I'm like, okay, maybe a little. If you say ass or f here and there, that's fine. But if every 3 seconds you're cursing, my whole thing is like, bro, you don't have any other words to use. Cause what happens when you enter corporate America? You can't speak that way. You have to learn that balance. And on the other side, the mother can teach the son essentially how a woman's supposed to treat him and how a woman should talk to him. Because the reason why we have these issues, not to jump off topic, we have the issues in a dating world, is because no one knows how to talk to each other. You have men berating and degrading females and seeing them as either sexual objects or trophies. And you have females seeing men as credit cards, a means to an end, or just DNA for babies. And then you try to talk to them like, no, calm that up. Bring that all the way down. Bring that 10, bring it down to like a 1 or a 2. And it's crazy out here. It all starts way back when it was when they were little jits, when they were little kids. And that's why you have a hard time like standing up for yourself, because you were always in a muted situation. You didn't have a voice. And now you have a hard time finding. Now you have to find it at 40 years old. How to speak up,
Yep,
stand up for yourself. Isn't that
it's
crazy?
true. Hmm.
And I had to learn how to love and accept love at fucking damn near 40 years old too. You see how crazy it is? It puts you behind the power curve.
Yep,
And I tell
it
people,
does.
stop setting your kids up for failure. Put them ahead right now. Love your babies right now. Teach them that you have to earn what you want right now. Don't just give them everything. People think, again, that's type of neglect too, giving them everything they want, but not teaching them what the boundaries are. Now you have a whole bunch of trophy kids that like, oh, what's my trophy? You suck. You don't get a trophy. You're not good enough. You have to work hard for it. This guy he ran track every day. He lifted weights every day. You don't just get to walk on the field and get a trophy. Tell your kids the truth. You can be anything you want to be if you work for it. That's the whole part. That's the whole sentence, the whole phrase. You can be wherever you want to be if you work for it. No one's going to give it to you,
That's
right?
right. Exactly.
So
I even did
people,
that with Jordan since he was little, like
you have,
playing
yep,
sports. I would block the basketball from him. I
yep,
played ping pong with him. I wouldn't let him win every time.
yep. I
I
remember
wanted
that.
him to learn that you have to earn it.
Yep, I
Yep.
remember you'll play Connect Four, and he'll think that he'll beat him. He'll be like, no, I want to win. You're like, no, you learn how to play. He got good at it.
He
So
got
and that,
really
that's what
good.
it
He was
is.
beating a lot of people.
Like they will always cry at first, but they'll be
Mhm.
okay later on, right? They'll be okay later on.
Yeah.
So
It's like
childhood trauma, to save your kids, start giving them the formula to succeed right now. Don't wait until after you damage them and then try to fix it. It's hard to do that. Like my son Keanu say, if you break a bowl and then put it back together, it will never be as good as it used to be. There'll all be some chips missing. So if you break a child and then try to heal it on the back end, they'll never be as whole as they could have been if you'd have done it in the first place. But
exactly.
that's my whole thing on that topic. What do you have anything in closing for that topic?
Like you said, the first 5 years of a child's development is so crucial. Um, talk to your kids. Like, that baby talk is not really gonna help with the development either. That's, explaining things to them, showing them how to do things on their own without getting mad if they make a mistake. Like you talked about, like, they'll be afraid to do things if you yell at them for every little mistake they make, it's gonna be hard for them to wanna do things. So,
Yeah.
as parents, our job is to teach our kids and learn from their mistakes and problem solve. And they're gonna be different than who we are and what we wanna do, and let them develop into who they wanna be, and, pour into them. You know, a lot of people go, "Oh, I want my son to be a football." My son doesn't have interest in football like that. He likes to draw, he likes science, he's a smart kid. He wants to be maybe a doctor or a psychologist. That's great. So, I do have him in sports and boxing, and he likes it. so I kept him in it, but I'm not gonna force him to be in something he doesn't like, he's gonna hate it more. So,
Exactly.
I want him to want it. So, he likes basketball, he wants to go into that in the future. I didn't force that on him. If I forced it on him, he probably would never wanna do it. But now he's coming into his own. He's like, "You know, I might wanna try this. I might wanna try that," on his own.
Yep.
So,
And this
allow your
that's what we
kids to
want.
explore.
Yes, 100%. Like don't try to live your life through your kid. You had your childhood. Don't try to live your life through theirs. This older one right here, my baby, my older one, like he want to play basketball, and I went balls to the wall trying to make sure he got his dream, and that's what it is. I was a good basketball player, a pretty decent basketball player actually, and the fact of the matter is, I never tried to force him into it. When he asked me to train him, I was hard on him for sure, but I never forced him. I let him do it himself. Jordan, I didn't force him. Like Leah said, we let him do what he wanted to, and this little monster right here, I'm gonna let him decide what he want to do. But enough about that. Now we'll go into my favorite topic: cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is what we're going into. Um, Back in me and Liz's day, we didn't have to worry about people come on Facebook or YouTube or whatever the case may be, talking trash. In the comment section and all that good stuff. Our bullies was at school. Either we learned how to beat them up, or the principal, our parents came and took care of it, or the kids the kids we transfer schools a bunch of different ways to get rid of bullies. But cyberbullying have gave these low life people carte blanche to do whatever hell they want to. They can say what they want to say with with no impunity, and they think it's cool. But there's nothing cool about putting people down. If you have to put someone down in order to raise yourself up, you're no better than the worms in the ground to me. Because if you truly are the shit, then you won't have to worry about putting anybody down. The thing about it is, a lion knows he's a lion. He don't have to tell everybody he is a lion. That's how it is. And most of y'all come in here and try to break people down and lift yourself up because you feel some way about yourself. If you truly feel so low, self-reflect. Figure out why you have to come in and bother everybody else. Don't say because it's funny, because there's a lot of ways to be funny. You can tell jokes. Everyone has a YouTube. Pop on YouTube and tell your jokes. But the fact of the matter is, you're not funny enough, and no one will show up. So instead, you decide to get into people's lives or Instagram or TikTok and start just trying to get, like they call it rage baiting or whatever the case may be, and you think it's cute, but it's actually boring and it's played out, and it makes you a coward because most of y'all don't even use real accounts. Use your real accounts, baby. Say it with your full chest. But then a real troll don't give a damn. If people find his account, they don't care. They can care less.
Yep,
But
that's true,
why do you
queen.
want to? But why do you want to hurt someone? Make people feel low. Not everybody. Some people are immune to trolls. You can say what you want to say about me. Period. Because I've been through it all. Crime-ridden neighborhoods, sexual abuse, physical abuse, had guns in my face. I don't give a damn what a motherfucker typing on a keyboard or typing on a phone is saying about me. Meet me where I'm at. That's my whole thing. Meet me where I'm at. Or my thing, do what I do or better. And I will beat my chest a little bit on here. Do what I did. I came from a single parent household, went to the military, served my country twice, got injured for my country. Tell them to put my stuff in school, got my master's degree. I make over six figures. As a black man with a zero criminal record and take care of all his kids, look up the percentages, figure out where I'm at, and get there. But instead, you want to be a low life and talk trash about people. I was in Liz's live, and some loser decided to come in there and start making fun of her. For what reason? She all about positive vibes. You come over here with that. I have the time for you. I will leave this live up, and we can have all trolls coming here. It won't bother me at all. We need to stop. We need to stop doing that crap. That whole cyberbullying stuff. That stuff that it's so played out. And if you are an adult, if you are beyond the age of 21 and you're doing that, grow the hell up. Why are you doing this? You have to have something better to do. There's so much to do in this world now. You have PS5s, Xbox. You can read. You can run. You can go to the gym. You can have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or animals if you like. Whatever suits your goddamn fancy. You can
Or
have
a
it.
stuffed animal. Pikachu.
Exactly. Do what you do and do what you can do. And as long as it makes you happy, you're not hurting someone. Do that. But why come inside somebody's life who just trying to make everybody laugh and feel good, and then try to make that day horrible? Trying to make them question whether or not they should continue to go or do what makes them happy. Why do that?
I know, because
Why?
for a while I was like, should I be doing this? I'm like, I don't know if I should be going on here. It's kind of crazy what they be saying and stuff. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, they call people names, all that good stuff. But like, and then step on about it, when you do eventually find out who the trolls are, they be looking like broken records and shit, crazy ass piano teeth, fucking pimply or whatever the case may be, nappy ass fucking hair. Like, just all distorted and shit, straight Picasso face ass. Like why are you talking? You'll be talking trash about people, but you're not. Don't be afraid to show your own face. What this is no filter. What you see is what you get. This is what you get. I'm almost 40 years old. A little better than some of y'all fat. Oh Lord, let me stop. No, because they about to really. The thing about it is something that the troll. I have time for trolls. I don't mind sinking to your level. Every now and then, the king has to get off his throne and come down and talk to the freaking peasants, because that's what you are. When you cyberbully somebody, you are a peasant, and you choose to be that way. That's what you enjoy, and I'm giving you the attention you deserve. But
Oh,
I digress.
good luck with that, people telling you. No, no, you're not the man to play with. I'm saying, damn.
I don't mind it. I don't care. People say like, "Well, thing, what can you do? You can do whatever you want to." Because I can play the game too. I wasn't always this nice person. So how if you want to take it any kind of way, we can take it there. It doesn't matter to me. Like homeboy said on the Princess and the Frog, I got friends on the other side. So
You ain't
play
lying.
play your game and I'll play mine. I suggest that when it comes down to Queen, Ghost, B3, Liz, or anybody else who's part of this L and L network, the Liz, Dragonfly Squad, all that good stuff, stay out of our lives. Because if I ever pop on there and I see you, not only am I removing you, if I can find your account, I'll show you what the real troll is. Because everything's connected nowadays. And you be surprised what you can find. When I find your snaggletooth kids or your bald head mama and I start roasting them up, don't get mad at me. The Bible says you reap what you sow. And every now and then you reap and you sow me. I'm right there, baby. Pull me out of the ground. I don't mind it because I do sometimes have the time. I was bred in this. I come from the land of roasting. We roast all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's my whole thing. Go ahead and stay off everybody who I care about live. And please don't try my kids because you asking for a whole
Oh,
world of
I
problems.
said that Jordan was in my live and they were trolling me, saying stuff about me, and my son and Jordan was there. I said, say what you want about me, but don't say nothing about my child. And they didn't say anything about my child, but I said, I'm telling you right now,
Yeah,
it's gonna be real
because
bad because I'll catch me a
her
plane
child,
and I will find you and I will find
yeah,
you.
because her child is my child. So, and I don't play. I don't see. I have insomnia. I'm always up. I have nothing but time and a lot of money and resources. So I will find your ass. I will find you some
Jordan got
way.
two crazy ass parents. Don't play.
My 22-year-old now don't play around. I told him I'll pull up on his ex-girlfriend's mama because I don't. You're not gonna talk to mine. My job. What is a man's job? To provide and protect,
Oh,
right?
you miss
And to
him?
guide. Yeah, to protect, to provide, to protect, and to guide.
Oh,
I'm gonna protect mine. And everybody in
I'll
this
give you a
chat,
picture
my
of him.
L and L network, those are my people. These are my people. They should feel happy. And my girl Lily ain't in here, but Lily should be happy. Why somebody bullied her to not even show her own face? Crazy. Cause let's see your face. Cause some of y'all think y'all look real good, but under those damn mountains of makeup and those heavy ass filters, you look just like the Crypt Keeper. If you don't know who that look like, let me show you what that look like. Give me 1 second, look it up.
There you go. There's your brother with a fresh cut. That was a one.
Some of y'all look just like that.
Oh, oof.
Look just like that.
Oh, just like that. That's funny.
Fried, died, and laid to the damn side. Like, come on now. Like, stop talking. Leave people alone. Stop bullying folks. Like that crap ain't cool. Ain't nothing cool about like cyber bullying everybody. Yeah, Papa. That's right. Tell them. Go to hell. But my thing is definitely stop bullying people, man. It's not worth it. Because you know somebody be going through. Like I have actually dealt with people who committed suicide in the freaking military. It happens all the time. I've lost friends to suicide for various reasons, and some of them really are bullying. And a person can be like coming online to actually seek help, and you bring your fucking backward ass into the chat and start saying, "Hey, are you trans? Hey, you want to be my girlfriend? You like tacos? Take your ass out of here." Go find one of them begging ass chats that I go on some of these damn lives and people be begging and having like, GoFundMe and Venmo stuff right in the background. Go find those people. Troll them. Go try those. Go troll those mukbang lives. Leave everybody else alone. The people who actually who talk about serious topics, go ahead and move off they live. Have respect. I like a respectful troll. Be a gentleman troll, a gentlewoman troll. Troll people who are not trying to heal. Troll people who don't mind you coming into their chat. We call it low hanging fruit. Leave low hanging fruit alone. It's much more of a challenge to take down somebody else, like me. Take down me. Let's see if you can say anything that hurt my feelings. Because I mean, what you don't say? He's fat. Some of y'all racists might say the N word. By the way, the N word is so played out. That shit don't work on nobody. I born in Georgia. We had the clans right up the road. Like we need something more original. So at this point, like some of that stuff you're saying is so unoriginal. Like it's just get some new
I don't know
material.
with me with the cyberbullying or like the people coming in the chat saying things, I'll just reverse it onto them and say, "Oh, congratulations! I didn't know you're trans," or just reflect onto them and just say whatever back. And
Yeah, that's good too. I mean that can help you out too. They
I
start
said,
saying things like,
"Congratulations! We're glad that you're out of the closet and that you felt safe enough to be in here. Welcome, William. He says that he's trans and he feels comfortable to be with us today." That's what I said.
exactly.
They called me torta. I said, "Oh, thank you very much." They're like so confused, like what? Like
But thank you so much. It's a delicious sandwich. I love tortas. That's good. Do your mom like tortas too? Is she a torta? I want to know. I just turned. That's all I was saying.
you gotta let them know about me, my
They were like,
pettiness.
oh, you're fat. Yeah, you know what? That's so true. Me and your mom, we are the exact
Thank
same
you.
size.
Oh my gosh. Look at we're getting so hungry. Torta. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He
I
he
love
came Baltimore. He came in. He had a punchline. Oh, and Queen just took him out. Boop, pow, 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 pow.
Oh yeah, Queen. Now I'm saying Queen. My moderators in here. Ghost B3. Oh yeah, my thing. Take their ass out. Take them out.
Yep.
That's
Thank
my
you,
thing.
Queen. He was hiding in the bushes. He was like this. He was waiting for his cue. He was like this. Torta.
and guess what Queen did? Queen said, "Tuck him out." She sniped, and also our girl Al freaking sniped them out too. She sniped somebody when I came into your live.
Yep.
She took them out
Yep, that's right.
because they just want to get they want some fanfare. So for all my trolls, I
Oh,
dedicate this video to you.
and then something happened because I was getting a bunch of trolls on my page, and then people were coming in and they weren't moderators, so I had to keep like putting people as moderators. And then at some point, it wouldn't let me moderate people anymore. I had to
Yeah,
stop. It wouldn't let me, and people got mad at me for that.
they did.
Yeah, but I said I didn't do it.
Yeah,
So, but
it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
You live to moderate another day.
I was like, I can't help what happened. Everyone understood. Like, people weren't mad. Oh, it's the blue people, the blue with the blue wrenches. They can hide people. You're gonna have your son as a moderator.
Which word B3?
What? Oh, B3 said something?
Yeah, he said YouTube doesn't like that word. That word used. I'm trying to see what that is.
B3 is in here?
Yeah.
What?
B3 Aussie?
I don't see him.
Really? Oh, maybe, oh, maybe he's not anymore. Oh, I was at the very top. Oh, Kendall asked. Yeah, I was at the very top. My bad.
What?
And this is the baby boo.
Come get your brother. Look
This
at
is
him.
this is regular bullying. You just beat him up so you can go to sleep.
He's so cute.
It
Look at
does
you.
anybody want a 1-year-old half black, half Mexican baby? He is for sale. And for
I'll
sale I
take
mean
him.
free. I
Look, that
will
way we keep
ship
it in the family.
I
We'll
will
keep it in
ship
the
him
family. I'll take
across the
him.
United States.
I'll take him. I got Pikachu. I got snacks.
Oh yeah, also for my people who are in these lives, coming up soon, if you saw my community page, I'll be doing like little giveaways. So I'll be doing like gift cards, ring lights, tripods, things of that nature.
Do I just get
Just
one for being Jordan's mom?
no. You can get some for actually answering the trivia questions. So sometimes I'll be giving away
Damn.
$150
Fine.
Amazon gift cards or giving away like $100 Walmart cards or whatever the case may be. And you will simply have to watch my long form content, like my actual quick talk videos, and I'll ask questions in the chat. I'll probably have them ask how what are the three signs for three things a man in motion needs, and if you can answer that question, I'll just send me your email and I'll send you the card. It'll be something like that. But I'm still building that so I can get it out to everyone because I want to start rewarding people for coming in and wasting your time. We've been on for 52 minutes. So,
Don't say that. They ain't
but
wasting their time. They're right where they need to be. They're right. Nobody's
for
wasting no time.
utilizing that, I think it's for cashing in your time minutes with me. I like to appreciate it.
Taking it
I'm
to
gonna
church now, huh?
and I'm gonna
Here,
give
I'll
y'all. I'm gonna
pretend
give
I have
y'all
a baby too. This is my baby. Oh,
and I'm gonna give y'all a very free. I'm gonna give you one of my free philosophies. I usually charge for my philosophy, but
people.
treat yourself like a bank, right? My thing, when you have a bank, the bank protects its assets, and so your time, your effort, your
Baby
energy are
started.
your assets. So treat yourself that way, and now don't let everybody have access to you. I say tell people everyone has what I call emotional credit. If people haven't sown into you and spent time and with you and showed that they actually care about you, they have a negative credit balance. And if you have a negative credit, a bad credit, you can't get certain loans. And the loans I give out is my time, my money, and every now and my effort. If you have a bad freaking credit rating, you won't be getting it either. I will pray for you. But if you have that good credit or that great credit, oh yeah, I will do anything for you. I'll be there for you. Because the Bank of Quentin is always open for those who are open to me. So take that with you. Take that, with you and move it forward. I promise you, you treat yourself that way like a bank or like a business. Call it the business of you. Treat yourself that way. I guarantee you, people will start changing around you. They'll start saying things like, "Oh, you switched up," and you say, "Damn right," because now everything you used to get for free, you have to pay for it with equal time, with equal effort. I'm tired of playing all the damn dates. I'm tired of giving every time when you down and out, you seek me out, but when I need you disappear. No, you can move around with all that bull crap. Because in a bank of you pay for what you get. And not everybody will get the platinum Quentin card. You have to earn that, baby. So I'm telling you, treat yourself with respect. Y'all gotta start loving yourselves more and seeing how important you are. It don't make you conceited. That's not being conceited. A conceited person to me is they don't
Put a
say
dance. Your baby doing a dance. Your poor baby doing.
a confident person knows who they are, and they know their limits, their strengths, and their weaknesses, and they're aware of them. And they don't make you. They don't aim to make you feel low. A conceited person has a little bit of talent, and they will make sure you know it. They don't mind denigrating you to make you feel that way. So
Know your worth.
know
Exactly.
your worth. If you're a $5 behind person, then expect $5 results. That's what it is. So remember, take with this what you will, but make sure you understand that you are the bank of you. Sow into yourself. Start to heal so that people can't take advantage of your scars and your wounds, and you will see your life change in amazing ways. I was not always this upstanding, emotional bastion of truth, honest and
I'm so
American
proud
way,
of you.
but I
You've
became
grown
that.
so much.
I think Kiki's watching. Say hey, big brother. Say hey, big brother. Say hey. But yeah,
He's cute.
that's all I have to say, Liz. Is this floor is yours?
The floor is mine. Um, I'm glad I started this journey and with awareness and everything as well. Didn't think I would be doing this with you guys, but here we are. Um, he's right about the self-love and self-care and healing from trauma. Trauma, you can grow from that. You can learn from it and you can share and heal with others. So,
Yeah.
what would be
The
what would be
first.
the first step you both believe would be focus in processing love selves?
You want to answer first?
You go ahead first. I'm still processing the
Uh,
question. What
so
is the
I would
first step
say
you both believe would
the first step to
for
starting the journey to love yourself is to be first to understand your strength and your weaknesses, particularly your weaknesses, what your trigger points are. Because the hardest thing to do, a thing that can set a journey to self love back is for people to trigger those trigger points every single time. Like if you know for a fact that your weight is something that bothers you, that it makes you feel low, it makes you want to eat and self destruct. If you know that your looks or you know that your living situations, that's what they're gonna come. That's what they're gonna come to first. They're gonna attack that part first, and you have to be aware of that. You have to understand that hey, when if people see me, how can they possibly knock me off course? And you start naming those things you know for a fact will bother you. And once you're aware of them, you can start to try to build like defenses against it. Like for me, I gained weight after I got hurt. In 2013 ish, I started to gain weight. 2014 after like my rhabdo came back for the second fucking time and almost damn near killed me. Um,
that was scary.
yeah, like I gained weight, right? And I know people will always come for my weight. So I tell myself all the time, like, I'm weird, so don't you can't do what I do. But me, I would think of all the way, all kind of fat jokes they would say, all kind of big guy jokes they would say, and then I'll think about what I would how I would counter it. So and I say it so much, and I'm aware of it, and because first of all, I ain't never had no problem getting nobody. So you call me fat as then what? I know what my labs are. I know how healthy I am. So nothing. So you calling me fat is not doing anything to me. It loses its value because I know for a fact you come in there, and sometimes I'll beat you to the punch. Well, if you don't shut your okay, let me guess. If I don't shut my fat behind up, is that you gonna say? And then, so you sort of take that you sort of take that that freaking cell that went out of their cells. They take that energy out of their stuff. People when people say mean things to you, they're trying to hurt you. If they can't hurt you, then it loses its fervor. It loses its energy. It like so you have to be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Once you know what they are, you know people are going to attack, and you can defend against it by either avoiding those people who would do that to you or beating them to the punch. That's what I would do. But you have to know that first. You cannot love yourself if you ignore your weaknesses. So that's my whole thing. Yeah.
One of the things I realized with the self-love is I would actually ask myself, do do I love myself? I would ask that and I would say yes or no. And the first answer, every time I ask myself, do I love myself? I always said no. And so that's a
Yeah,
problem.
it is.
So I had looked at myself and said, why don't I love myself? I would look at the reasons of why.
Yo quiero,
It's my
yo no
weight.
entiendo español.
It's I would look at myself and recognize what it was that I didn't like and start working on those things because if you love yourself, you take care of yourself.
That's true.
And I look at it as for health reasons, and I have good labs, amazing labs. Doctors actually would be like, I see your labs, you're really good, but I look at you and I would think you had a lot of health issues, but you don't.
Yeah,
And
they always say, yeah.
yeah, they think that. But yeah. So I think that was one of my first steps is recognizing the truth. Do I love myself? And I finally got to the point where I ask that question and I say yes.
Yeah.
No matter what
So
people say, no matter what people can do, they can't dim my light, and I'm gonna keep loving myself. So,
yep. So that's what. So, son, what you would do is figure out where your strengths and weaknesses lie, so that you can actually start loving yourself and realize that most things that you feel are detrimental or like issues with yourself, you can change. Your weight, you can change. Your living circumstances, you can change, but it will take some time. You have to be patient and give yourself grace. Once you give yourself patience and grace, and you realize that you're on a journey to self love, and then you're gonna have setbacks and you're gonna have triumphs.
oh yeah.
It becomes easy. It becomes very, very easy after that. It becomes very, very easy. But first, you have to recognize that stuff, because that's the first thing people gonna do to derail you. As my mom said, that's what the enemy do. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. You have to avoid that stuff.
I know that
That's
sounds crazy that I would ask myself that question, but I did. And that helped me realize
no.
it.
I mean that's a good thing to say, because people, again, that's a good thing to say. People, sometimes people, they try to, like, self-esteem is, self-esteem, it comes from inside, it comes from inside you. But a lot of time we'll try to get people on the outside to boost our internal feelings about ourselves. That's not self-love. you know that's getting a boost. That's temporary, because the same people that boost you up can also tear you down. So the thing about, but if you boost yourself up, can't nobody tear you down. Which is why I would tell my son, I would tell Ken all the time, I don't need nobody to hype me up. I'm my own hype man, because I know what I've been, and I know where I am now, and I know where I'm going. They don't know what I'm going. You only know what allow you to know. So telling me, "Oh, you're handsome," oh, thank you so much, I appreciate it. It enforces, it reinforces what I already know about myself, right? Even if you don't
Yeah.
think so, I don't really think you're handsome, but I don't care what you think, because I
Yeah.
think I am. That's what it is. I am
I
what I
will
say I am.
I will have to say I was really surprised coming on here and people saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful, like I was me, I wasn't used to that people saying that. I mean, I feel like I'm cute, but to hear it from people, it was a lot to take in. I was like, "Me?" Like, you
and
know?
that's why that's why that validation, that if you don't have that internal strength and self love, that validation can go to people's heads. That's why
Yeah.
you have people like thinking that they're actually better than what they are, because that they get this crazy behind boost and this, and they start living more online than in person, and that becomes a problem too. So
Well,
that
I'm
having
humble and I feel honored. I just like, "Thank
yeah,
you." I feel like, "Oh,
valid
thank you." It's
self
validation.
validation, and validation, they go hand in hand. Love and self love go hand in hand. Respect and self respect go hand in hand. You need both sides of the coin in order to be complete. You can't have one without the other, because you would tilt the things towards balance. Like anything, too much of anything is bad, right? If you don't have self love, but you want love, you would take love from anybody who will give it to you, even if it's disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have self respect, people will disrespect you all day long, and you'll be okay with it, because you know that's what
And
you want.
that's why I took a step back from trying to date or anything like that because I kept running into the same type of guys. And I said I had to look at myself, like, what am I doing? Why am I attracting this type of person? Is it because I still don't love myself or is that what I'm settling for? So that's why I said I'm not looking for anyone right now because there's something I need to figure out with me why I'm attracting these type of guys. The
Yeah,
ones that disrespect me or talk down to me, those type of things. So
no, I tell
so it
people all
always
the
comes
time.
down to my weight. Always.
Some people say like attracts like, right? Not light as in loose, but like, right? They say like attracts like. So I tell people all the time, you keep getting trash bag guys because you're giving out trash bag signal. when I want to summon Batman, they put the bat sitting on the sky and Batman shows up. Some y'all, you put bum ass dudes in the sky and they fly in. That's what you're putting into the sky. That's what you want. That's what you're seeking out. You're seeking out that. When you say, I just want a fun guy, I just want a bad looking woman, fine, but you're not putting all those intangibles in there. You're putting that signal out. You're telling the universe, telling God, just give me something that looks nice, but ain't there no substance. Give me a guy who's fun, but he don't respect me. He throw money at me, but there's no real love there. And you wonder why you keep getting the same as that type of dude in different packages. They start saying, well, I'm gonna date white. Then get the same type of trash dude in the white world. I'm gonna date Hispanic, get the same type of, because it's you, baby.
Yeah,
Sometimes it is you. So my last episode on my quick talks was talking about that separate. No, the one coming out tomorrow. The one coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. It talks about accountability, self-reflection, and empathy. How you use those to better your relationships, but also to better your love in yourself. Like I'm telling you that journey, the journey for me to love myself took so much work, so much freaking work.
it is a
But
lot of
now
work.
that I'm here, but it's impossible to knock me off my my journey. It's not gonna happen.
Yes, I talked about that. I self-sabotage. I do that. I would do that a lot. I would do really, really good on something or whatever the case may be and be like, oh, I think I'm gonna stop and step back. Like I don't think I need to shine bright or something or succeed in what I want to do. But no more. Just keep going forward. And it's nice to surround your self around people that care about
Yes,
you, that lift you
again,
up.
yes. Plant your seed in good soil. You get a good yield. If you plant your seed in bad soil, don't be surprised why the nutrient gets sucked out of it. Sometimes people
So I
suck the
think
life and the energy right out of you.
so I think
It's
surrounding yourself with good people that have your back, that care about you, that love you, that want to see you successful, that's important.
Yep.
Like I see LJ your dance moves. I'm like, okay. I be trying, but I can't do it like you. You just move. I be trying. He probably laughing at me right now trying to do it, but it's a talent. Keep going.
Yep, that's how you do it. Yep, Queen, that's right. Surround yourself. What's the old saying? Show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. It's like that's why I tell people, like, go find people who you vibe with, who you cool with. It don't matter if anybody else like them. They're not for everybody else. They're for you.
Yeah,
My son has some pretty cool friends.
that's good.
Based on how he looks, and people think he'll have a different type of group of friends, but that's what he looks for. Because those type of guys are not in line with who he is. And that's what it is. And me, I'll have some trash bad friends. 'Cause I'm all trying, my journey is trying to help folks. And also, I'm the mirror. I like to hold that in the head. Come on. Oh no, you're. Provecito. Todo está bien. But yeah,
He's
like,
tired. Look at him.
yep. But yeah, but really, like that's really that's the first step. So the first step, guys, is knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are, and conquering them, because that's how you master yourself. You don't have to have a master's degree in psychology or whatever. You can have a master's degree in yourself, master's degree in life. Because once you know your strength, you will play to your strengths, and you will either avoid your weakness or turn your weaknesses into just new strengths. Like, that's what it is. You can't totally eliminate all weaknesses, but you damn sure can make them hurt less. So, and that's what it. And don't be afraid to be alone for a while, or don't be afraid that to take your time, because all we really have is time. And outside of like a crazy event, or you know a random act of God, you're gonna live to be a certain amount of years. Like the average man lives to be in his 70s, average woman lives to be in her 80s. So you have time. You definitely have time. If you're like 40 or below, you have at least 40 more years. You can take your time and building building who you are. When you build that foundation strong and you build on top of that foundation, nothing can blow it over, right? What's that parable? The man who built his house on a rock versus the man who built his house on the sand. They say the wind came and the waves came, and his house remained strong because it is on a rock. Build your foundation on a rock. Build your love, your self love, your self respect, and all that good stuff on a rock, and nothing can tear it down. No man, no woman, no loss of a job, no loss of a house, nothing. What is lost can be gained again. Period. That's just how it is. And that's my little TED talk for the day.
That's good. Another thing is they always say that saying, like, you have to put if you're on a plane and a plane goes down, you gotta put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put on anyone else.
Exactly.
So if we're not taking care of ourselves, our mind, body, spirit, we're not gonna be good for ourselves or anyone else. How are we gonna help others, especially if we don't
Exactly.
love ourselves? How can I preach self-love if I'm not loving myself? And
100%.
so
100%.
look at him.
Yep. But that's all we have today. Thank you guys for
Mm.
joining us on this wonderful talk.
I
Um,
have my baby too right here. Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
we love you guys. Thank you for participating with us, and we'll try to do more of these. Queen, we have to put you on one of these one day. We'll put you on there. We'll do a three-way pause. Um,
Pause.
but yeah, we'll
It's
have a good
late.
time talking about stuff. But I love all you guys. Y'all have a good night. All right.
Aw, thank you. Um, it's a thank you. Thank you guys. I have to say that this cute, this pause. Um, this isn't easy for me to get up here and talk about certain subjects or things. So
Yeah.
I'm getting more comfortable with it. Um, so thank you for that.
No problem. Anytime. All
Yep.
right. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna put this baby to sleep now.
All right, good night.
All
Bye.
right. Peace.
Love you guys. Good night. Love you.